Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So and of course, let me say this. Even as we went out, and this is the truth, we went out because the patients told us to go out. And for us, we believe that things will be done for everyone, not just for the doctors. And the doctors are the champions and the advocates and the voice of the patients, some of whom are voiceless. And we note with a lot of concern also the issues bedeviling commodity supplies, drug supplies and facilities. And we are urging all the public hospitals, and we want to urge the public actually to visit those public hospitals. But even as the public visits those hospitals, we are also urging the managers that let's allocate more funds. Let us make sure that there is a lack of interruption also in the supplies, because some of those are also what takes healthcare workers out of work. Nurses have also been on strike because sometimes commodities are unavailable. Doctors were also out of work because they were saying terms and conditions it actually includes giving facilities, things like gloves, things, just simple things that you can also use, which are beneficial to patients. Even drugs, when you are sent out at 4 a.m. in the night, you will find nowhere to buy drugs. Sometimes those drugs just cost 40 shillings. So we are also urging every single manager of public facilities in this country also to ensure that there is no interruption of supplies and that all facilities are well equipped so that doctors can work well. Doctors are now having great morale. They will work very well, but they cannot work well if there are no facilities. And we want our patients to get the best services ever. Thank you.
The last question. Many thought even if you get a pay you are also going to solidarity with the patients and maybe divide the money facilities are not proper.
I think we have already known the managed equipment services that is already going on in terms of facilitation. So I think that is something that, in fact, if there's one thing that the president has done is to really equip hospitals. Even when we were going for the strike, we said that issues of infrastructure were not a problem per se. But of course, there's a problem with what we call commodity supply chain. The supply of essential medicines, supply of gloves, for example, supply of syringes, supply of some theater, even linen, and I think that lies mostly at the facility level and also at the county level, and those are all the things that we are talking about streamlining management in the health sector, because it involves release of funds at the same time, but also it involves accountability for funds, because sometimes also there's pilferage of funds, because the health sector also is also prone to corruption, as we've seen. So that is particularly at the county level, and those are things that we are still advocating for. Those are the issues, and that's why we even said here that the same solidarity we showed with Wananchi is the same reason why we are saying let's even conclude the CBA, because the CBA has a number of all those issues of equipment and staffing that will be directly beneficial to the patients. And of course, I mentioned it before, doctors don't treat themselves, doctors treat the public. So we are in solidarity with the public, and we want to thank the public very much also for understanding and for supporting doctors. Thank you.
Finally, as we asked before, we heard the governor said the work not done. What if they decline?
I think that is overtaken by events. The president directed that doctors end the strike, and we did. I don't think that there's anyone who can decline to take a presidential order. So I think that is not for us as doctors. That is for the relations between the county governments and the national governments. I don't think it will happen. Trust me, it will not happen. Trust me, it will not happen. We will be back here when I tell you, trust me, it will not happen. Yeah, thank you.
Swahili chairman. Thank you. Dr. Oroko Samuel, the national chairman KMPDU. Sasa sisi leo muungano wa madaktari tuko hapa Nyeri kuongea na madaktari wenzetu. Kwanza tunataka kumshukuru Rais wa Kenya Mheshimiwa Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta kwa kupeana ile directive ya kwamba madaktari walipwe pesa yao, kwa sababu walipeana directive turudi kazi, tukatimu hiyo amri yake, na pia yeye akasema ya kwamba tusahau yale yalikuwa yamefanyika, kwa sababu watu wakiwa mgomo kuna yale mambo watu wanasema wakiwa pale kwa nje, wanakuwa wamekasirikiana kidogo, lakini tusameheane. Na Wakenya pia mtuelewe, tulikuwa pale tukizungumzia kuhakikisha kwamba sekta ya afya inapata kunawiri katika hii nchi yetu na viunga vyake. Kwa hivyo ile mkataba wa makubaliano tulikuwa tumesema CBA, pale ndani kuna mambo mazuri ya manufaa zaidi kwa wananchi na wagonjwa kwa jumla. Na tulipokubaliana kusitisha hii mgomo, na tukasema ya kwamba tutatia kidole katika huo mkataba wa makubaliano. Kwa zile siku zimebaki, tunatumaini ya kwamba pia kwa ule moyo mzuri wa rais, hii mambo kidogo imebaki tutamaliza, tutie kidole katika huo mkataba wa makubaliano. Halafu sasa wananchi na wagonjwa wapate manufaa, waanze kupata benefits kutoka hiyo makubaliano. Kwa sababu pale ndani kuna facilities, kuna kutengeneza madawa ikuwe ya kutosha mahospitali na mambo mengine kama hayo. Kwa hivyo tukishatia kidole na kupeleka makubaliano katika mahakama na kurejesta pale, wananchi pia watapata manufaa zaidi. Lakini nataka kuambia Kenya na Wakenya wote, madaktari wetu wamerudi kazi na wao wako tayari kuwahudumia, na wao kama kawaida wanahudumia vizuri, na sisi tumeambia madaktari wenzetu wahudumie wagonjwa vizuri mahali ambapo wanaweza. Na serikali pia uhakikisha kwamba kuna vifaa za kutosha za kuhudumia wagonjwa pale hospitalini, ili mgonjwa akikuja daktari yuko na kuna vifaa za kutosha ili apate kuhudumiwa vizuri, tusikuwe na lots of shortages kwa hospitali zetu. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru Wakenya kwa kutuelewa na muendelee kutuelewa. Jukumu la muungano wa madaktari ni kuhakikisha kwamba sekta ya afya inapata kunawiri na matakwa ya wagonjwa yanashughulikiwa vilivyo. Asante sana.
Thank you. Any other questions? Burning questions? Good, thank you.
Okay.